Hey everybody, so I got you through the iPad, but the bone for it on the dasher is a little jiggly, so it's probably gonna be shaky. So we're heading towards we're gonna be heading towards Gaithersburg, Germantown, Maryland. I just left my apartment. That's why I didn't start the video until I was several blocks away. But we're going to be hitting traffic and all the bullshit still. Because right now it's pretty much the height of rush hour going towards Frederick, you know? I hope the video looks pretty good to you people, because I mean, to me it's kind of zoomed in, you know, but it is what it is, you know. It's kind of gray up there in the north. We're going to get to the main lanes of I-270 northbound. Because the local lanes, people always jump in and out of different lanes and all that BS, and I don't want to deal with it. I need to get like one of those scrolling like LED sign things, so that way I can say like "Do not tailgate" or something, you know. Then again, I got cameras on the back and the front of the van here. Oh, it's a woman too that was tailgating right there, the one to the left. You see where the clouds are kind of dark right there? And then it kind of the lighter gray beyond that. It's hard to explain what that means. I actually know what it means, I know what to look for, but for me to explain things is very, very difficult. Sometimes that's just part of my, brain thought process, you know. It's been getting worse over time. I said, fuck it, might as well go out and do some storm chasing, just see what happens. Because I was watching Channel 4, like NBC 4, out of DC, and Doug Hammer showed the weather radar, and there was a 5-minute tornado warning that was just north of Leesburg, and the storm was heading east. So I figured, but the warning was canceled, but I figured might as well try to get into the path of it and see what happens, you know. State police got somebody, but I didn't really see anybody in the vehicle though either. So, well, I mean, I'm doing like 45 miles, you know, like 45, 50 miles an hour. I'm not gonna see everything, you know. But oh, let me I'm going to turn the Wi-Fi off now.
And it's still backing up traffic. That storm has lumbered into Maryland. 270 getting drenched now in Germantown and Clarksburg.
Yep, we're just about to head into it.
A new crash in the rain at the northern end of 270, where northbound traffic continues toward Route 15 in Frederick. On Route 29, northbound in Columbia, you are slow to get by utility work near Rivers Edge Road. If you're heading northbound toward 32 on 29, you do so slowly by staying left. 95 is a better bet. Traffic is calming down on the Beltway in Maryland and Virginia. In Virginia, those 66 westbound still slow leaving the Beltway. The crash, though, that's slowing the paces on the right shoulder beyond Nutley Street. 95 still a slow southbound roll through Lorton to get across the Occoquan. In the district, there is a visible police presence, which indicates that there is the potential of a motorcade sometime later this evening. And police are slowing the pace at Main Avenue. Right now, traffic's getting by to the left, but there are potentially going to be more stoppages forthcoming at the Potomac and Anacostia River Bridges. Brought to you by L3 Harris Technologies. L3 Harris Technologies is modernizing solid rocket motor manufacturing with new facilities and advanced processes to power defense missions, proven propulsion fueled by innovation. Dave Hildine, there's traffic report coming up in about 10 minutes.
Let's go to WTOP meteorologist Mike Steniford as we continue to monitor heavy weather in the western parts of our listening area. What do you have right now, Mike?
Just coming into Gettysburg right now, the 124.
It is raining heavily and gusty winds and some hail along 270 from Germantown all the way to Clarksburg. Then a brief break. Then more heavy storms from Frederick on Route 15 well into northern Maryland. So keep in mind that this has weakened some still quite a problem for drivers across the region. We're going to keep an eye on this area, especially with the northern suburbs, as these cells will continue to move off to the east at around 30 miles an hour, and some cells may rotate, so it's still a risk of some severe weather, including isolated tornadoes, large hail, and some gusty winds for about the next hour. Once the sun sets, when it's the heating of the day, the worst of the weather will be behind us. Overnight, too, could be a couple of showers, but most of us will be dry, some patchy fog late, lows in the 60s. Tomorrow will be a quiet day, partly sunny skies and warm, a bit less muggy, highs low to mid-80s. After the showers return on Saturday, they continue on Sunday. Highs both days will be in the 70s. And right now, a temperature of 80 at Reagan National.
Thank you, Mike. Money news on WTOP. Over to Brendan Hazelton.
I decided to do some storm chasing, Doug.
Whole Foods has set an opening date for its first small format store.
If you want to go live with
City,
me
and the location is
when you do the weather,
City.
that'd be really
Washington
cool.
Business Journal
Do a
reports
live
the
stream.
10,000 square foot store in a location that previously housed an Amazon Fresh on Crystal
I sent you
Drive, scheduled
the
to
link to my
open
YouTube here.
October 23rd, called Whole Foods Daily Shop. It will be the largest daily shop to date. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage ticked up this week, ending a 4-week slide that brought down borrowing costs for homebuyers to the lowest level in nearly a year. Freddie Mac says the rate rose to 6.3% from 6.26% last week. A year ago, the rate averaged 6.08%. Thursday's session saw more losses on Wall Street. The Dow closed down
I'm coming up to Watkins Mill now.
113, S&P off 33. Brendan Hazelton,
Just heard from Dave. Just heard from Dave at WTOP that there's an accident further to the north, and that's why there's a backup here. So
shoes to disrupt security systems, window punches, and a vehicle license flipping device. Curry says the suspects have previously been arrested for burglary out of state, and they're talking with police officials on the East Coast to determine just how big this ring may be. Ian Rowan, WTOP News.
Okay, coming up here on WTOP, Amazon is agreed to pay $2.5 billion to settle allegations and dupe customers into enrolling in Prime. I'll tell you what it means for you if you're an Amazon customer. 644.
You know the feeling. It's the final moment of a big game, and your team has made it into the red zone. Just 20 yards from the winning touchdown or a major fumble. At this point, every decision matters. Same can be said for your retirement. The last 5 to 10 years you spend in the working world is what Abe Adams calls the retirement red zone. The last thing you need is to make a financial fumble. At Aegis Financial, they can help you build a plan to add layers of protection around your savings. One that includes tax strategies, healthcare, and a clearly defined income plan to help you get across the goal line and stay there. If you're in the red zone of retirement,
Just past Watkins Mill.
call Aegis Financial.
I'm out doing some storm chasing right now. I got bored sitting at home, and I saw that there was a storm cell moving in from the Leesburg, Albany Lake area that had a 5-minute tornado warning. So I figured I'm going to put myself right into the path of it, because this vehicle has been through some stuff. So I'm pretty confident.
Optimizing cloud operations and enhancing end security to securing cyber systems, modernizing data centers, employing cutting-edge AI solutions. We provide transformative solutions, streamlined processes.
But I'm going to keep it real. A lot of these semi-truck drivers are the problem when it comes to traffic. They really love holding up traffic, and they love jumping lanes. See, it's more rainy towards Germantown there, towards Germantown Road area, Middlebrook area there, Father Hurley. And that's where I'll go up to the Walmart shopping center, and that's as far as I'll go. Really?
Could be a ticking time. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their ear guides are shredded and inflated. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffer cuts that require stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. It could be worth money for medical bills and other damages.
Please visit badairbags.com for an office near you. Car results do not guarantee similar. News happens here.
646.
I'm Sean Anderson. Thanks for being with us.
Breaking news on WTOP. FBI involves former FBI Director James Comey. He has just been indicted on charges of making a false statement and obstruction of justice. You will remember we have been following this story for you all day. ABC News broke this story just moments ago. It says he's been indicted on 23 counts that were sought by prosecutors in the Eastern District of Virginia. Remember, there was a leadership change by President Trump in that spot after the main prosecutor left their side last week, and President Trump made his more aid.
Getting more and more into the storm cell that's moving through the Germantown area, just north of Gaithersburg, just past Watkins Mill. pretty good now here. Just past the Watkins Mill. Probably coming up to Middlebrook here, and then Germantown Road, and then Father Hurley. The sky's not as dark as it is coming up to Middlebrook here on 270 northbound. Up that way there. The video is not as good as it should be, just because the camera's focusing on the range versus going on. So I guess I can go up to towards Clarksburg, Boyd. You know, that exit right there. Just in semi-truck drivers really suck though, you know. Oh, he's got a bull bar too. That says a lot. Or a brush guard, you know. That says a lot about why they have it, right? I fixed my bow thing. That thing wasn't picking up very well. I messed something up with the configuration of it, and I downloaded the factory. Actually, I downloaded the code plug that someone had uploaded into a form, and I inputted that into the radio and looked everything over, and then modified the code plug and wrote it back to my radio, so that way the the radio would receive and transmit properly, you know?
This involves the testimony James Comey made before Congress in 2020 about an alleged link between the Trump campaign and Russia. That link was never proven. Now, Comey's been indicted on 2 of 3 counts by prosecutors. One making false statements, 1 count of obstruction of justice. Now, this comes just days after the president issued a public demand for his Justice Department to act now to bring prosecutions against Comey.
If you guys can like, share, and subscribe, that would be helpful. If you want to donate to the channel, the ways to do it are in my video, or my About Me description. It helps with gas, and make sure this thing has plenty of oil in it. Grab a meal from Sheets or something, some gas. That's pretty much it. Make sure the internet connection's working correctly, you know. So we're doing 45 miles an hour, 45, 50. I'm not doing, normally I would do about 60, 65 through here, but I'm trying to conserve gas and also trying to be safe at the same time, so, you know. And then here's the Clarksburg outlets. They're like an outdoor shopping mall, premium, big name kind of retailers in there. So I'm gonna get off right here and go back around. Just because once you get up towards the way station and the Hydestown exit, then you're getting in the Frederick County. I don't feel like going that far. Avery Road in South Lawn. Huh. I need to change out this squeaky brake pad clip. I mean, I changed out, but just take it out. It hits the rotor and it squeaks real bad. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Thanks, Rob. Still ahead on WTOP. Lots of breaking news, including the former FBI director, James Comey, just indicted by a grand jury in Virginia for making a false statement and obstruction of justice. We'll have the details. 6:57. One thing you can never take lightly is the relationship with your doctor. When you find a doctor who's earned their trust, they'll care whatever possible, which is why it's so helpful to patient first keeps their doctor schedules on. You can choose to come in whenever your doctor's on duty, or you can just walk by your convenience. In addition to covering urgent and chronic care and on-site prescriptions, your favorite doctors.
Man, that is horrible. Yeah, one time I took Clopper Road pretty far, and then I made a right and ended up out here. I won't do that again, but at least now I know how to get around the area, so. You know, the funny thing is though, I have not seen any lightning or heard any thunder yet. That is, I don't know, but that's why we're going back around towards Father Hurley.
This is WTOP News. WTOP FM Washington. WTOP Manassas. WTOP FM
Traffic issues, more efficient movement in the district. Stoppages going back into effect downtown. 395 northbound jammed. All traffic diverted on the main avenue. Town of Virginia issued the crash on 15.
Now we're heading back into it. you guys can see, I have my I got my light bar on, I got my brights on, I got pretty much all the lights on the front of the van turned on, like nice and bright. And then I got a camera that acts like a rear view mirror, I can watch that. But occasionally the lens gets wet during things like this, and it's hard to see what's going on with that. I hope the picture's steady for everybody. Alright, I'm heading back towards Watkins Mill Road. Rain's picking up again. I just made a turnaround by the Clarksburg Premium Outlets, so I'm heading southbound 270 now. Still doing live here up on YouTube. Check out the link that I sent you. I just drove northbound 270, made a turnaround by the Clarksburg Premium Outlet and heading southbound 270 towards Father Hurley here. I got the radio working pretty good now. Like before, it wasn't running right. It was running, you couldn't hear anything on it. It was acting weird, but I think it was a phone plug I found. Right now. I got all my brights on and everything. It looks brighter on camera than just my own eyes. So. Driver here is a little aggressive. I need to back off a bit. So at least my van's getting a good rinse down now. Especially the AC condense on the radiator. And it just clean out. Oh, they're doing the metering today, the rank metering. They haven't done that for a while. It's kind of rare to see that. like short, very short. I think ramp meter is actually pretty stupid because then these ramps right here to get on the to get up on the highway are pretty short sometimes, and it takes a bit to get up to speed, you know. So it's a double-edged sword with these ramp meters, you know. To get over here to this lane. Driving one-handed. I'm so used to it. I usually use my right hand, but I'm only on the phone here for obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the lightning though. It's really, really weird. Traffic northbound is obviously. I didn't see no accidents too, like WTOP mentioned on the radio. I didn't see no accident, so I don't know.
Situation is that the Trump administration would attempt mass layoffs because the Trump administration has tested these boundaries.
That one's actually picking up pretty good, and the other one is kind of like weird, right? I don't know if it's because of the antenna or just because I fixed the radio. Is that good? It could be a bit of both, you know? There we go, now we got a better view. Being up a bit higher, you know? Yeah, that bouncing's really picking up really good. Holy cow. I guess I really fixed it. Get over to the right lane here. Yeah, that is crazy. I guess I really fixed it. I'm really happy with that.
And they've been doing it en masse to the tune of hundreds of thousands of federal workers over the last 9 months. A shutdown won't change that. I expect that the Trump administration's efforts to fire federal employees will continue.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, everybody, I'll see you later.
In Congress, what's the feeling right now when you think about the chances of a government shutdown happening? In your eyes, from your perspective, what are the chances of a government shutdown at this point?
There was some optimism earlier this week.
I'm actually in Gaithersburg. I just got off with southbound 270. I was driving up and down 270 to do the storm chasing. As you can see, it's darker over by you if you live in Montgomery Village there. And I'm heading to Sheets over here, you know, the one by the Costco and the Chick-fil-A. Probably grab something to eat and then head back home. But yeah, I'm doing a live stream on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I think she was jaywalking like they usually do over there. So yeah. There we go. We're going to go to this bigger parking lot, and then we're going to face towards the east. Right now we're heading west into this parking lot, but like I said, we're going to face east. This is a really big parking lot that everybody likes to use to kind of hang out in, because there's really nothing going on here. So I'm going to there we go. Turn my brights off because I don't really need them on now. Turn this fan down because I'm getting cold. But yeah, so yeah, now I'm parked facing toward the east. But yeah, it was coming down pretty good, but WTOP had said that there was some kind of accident on northbound 270, but I went all the way up towards Clarksburg premium like outlets and back, and I didn't see no accident. So a lot of dumb semi-truck drivers, I can tell you that. But yeah, so it's not too bad out here though. Shut it off for now, so that way we can get some peace and quiet from the wipers and the radio and all that good stuff. But yeah, I want to see if my radio picks up or not. 167475, or let's try. Oh, wait a minute, why am I doing 162? Let me switch it back to oh, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, why is it not? If I take it out, let's See how good this radio picks up the ball thing on the weather band here. That's weird. It's like skipping or something. And I touch the antenna and then it comes in better.
Variable wind at 5 miles an hour. At Winchester, cloudy.
Now it's stable.
Temperature
I
70.
just took my hand off of it. It's so weird.
At Winchester. Wind calm. At Dumpstead Fort, mostly cloudy. Temperature
Oh yeah, let's
70.
see if we can hear
Wind west.
see if we can hear some air traffic. Oh, you know what? Actually, we might be able to hear some CB radio stuff. Cause I put the hacked firmware in this radio to be able to listen to 20 some down to I think 18 megahertz like AM, and then all the way up to I think 135, and then it goes back to the FM mode. I don't know if it's. I have to see if there's any steps. Let's see here, maybe. Let me try 0. I just took the squelch off. Yeah, let me try Dulles Tower frequency. See if we can hear anything up on there. You know, we could just scan. Actually, let me put it back on squelch and then we'll just do a scan. There we go. So that way, you know, because having the squelch turned off, it's not gonna go through all the way. And if it picks up a carrier or voice or whatever, it'll stop. But then if it goes away, it'll just keep scanning again. So then the other radio I got is
Clarksburg Premium Outlets, 22,705 Clarksburg Road. Fire alarm routine response. Paramedic engine 735, tower 735.
I literally just came from over there. That is crazy. I was literally just driving through there. Like, well, probably like about 15 minutes ago. That's pretty crazy. I don't know why I even did this. I kind of regret it now. All the gas I used to do this.
Wellington Drive, Cross Street, Strathmore Street. Home fire alarm routine response. Paramedic engine 706, proceed on 701, Bucks area 610.
Someone dropped a bunch of stuff in up in Liberia, down in Manassas. Even a piece of log too. What the hell? Cooler, Richmond, and Liberia.
Attention, paramedic engine 703. Correction, 799 Hungerford Drive, Cross Street, Frederick Avenue. Trouble breathing, ALS 1. Paramedic engine 703. Ambulance 723. Respond on 701. Box area 321.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything up on the airband yet. That's crazy. But then again, I'm going to move the antenna so I can have the antenna pointing straight up and down so I can actually hear something too. Yeah, turn the thing around. Is that? Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess with the iPad, it doesn't have like a zoomed out feature when you use the back camera part of it. Oh, I just heard something.
Station first, 8206 Georgia Avenue. Room number 8, Cross Street, Silver Spring Avenue.
So this is the Baofeng DM32. The Baofeng DM32 UV. It's like the UV32, but this is the DMR version of it. So, and I don't know why I bought it. I kind of need something that can do a lot more than just the analog and the digital type stuff. I mean, I wanted to do P25 phase 1 and phase 2 and VHF and UHF. I mean, I really want an APX tri-band, you know? That's what I really want. I really want the fucking $4,000 APX 7,000, 8,000 tri-band. You know, that's what I want. And it does conventional and it does P25 like digital. And that's where a lot of the traffic is at, you know? All the stuff you really want to hear, but then you can't get the airband on it either. So, and you can't get the shortwave or long wave, which I don't really care for, to be honest. I just want to hear public safety stuff, you know, police, fire, you know, public works, things like that. Especially when there's disasters going on, you really want to hear what's going on, and you want to be able to communicate in emergency if something happens. Like, let's say your cell phone doesn't work, then you can technically key up on something like this to, you know, to call for help. You know, I just use it as a scanner. So, but yeah, I don't really hear it. I was hearing stuff up on the airband, but it was like really quick though. Yeah, there's nothing there either. Let me try.
Preston, assisted living.
And then I got this one.
West Green Drive, Unit 51.
This Radtel 950. I'd rather have the 950 Pro because you could talk on CB radio with it apparently. I mean, I don't know for sure, but yeah, I got that program too in there. Let's see if we can try to listen to 7 Alpha 1. Need to try to find it again. Let's see here. One 150-955, I think. Yeah, let's, okay, I guess we'll try that. And we'll try Rockville there. Okay, so let's hope we hear something now. And then I'm still scanning to see if I can hear any like air traffic in the AM bands up at the 120. Yeah, I don't know. Speaker's actually on the back of the thing. So.
Observation Drive at Middlebrook Road. Personal injury collision, BLS. County Police on scene. Medic 729, truck 734, respond on 7 Alpha 1, box area 3420.
Damn, that's just right over here. That's just to my left, like, yeah, like you go up 355 northbound, and then you would make a left up at Middlebrook, or I can get back on 270 northbound. I can get up that way too, but by the time I would get up there, it would already be probably taken care of and gone, you know. But yeah. Crazy, all the good stuff happens as soon as I get into a parking lot. All the good stuff happens, you know. Ah. All right, so I'm not hearing much up on this thing, to be honest. It's like, I don't know, maybe I didn't fix it all the way. Oh yeah, you watching? Oh yeah, I guess you're still watching now. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I see your text here. Still trying to see if I can hear anything, and it's not really saying much. Let me see if I can see any comments. Should be able to if I swipe to the. I guess not. Where? I don't know. That's strange. Should be able to see comments here in the using Prism. Oh. Did you make any comments or anything? Because I didn't see them in the thing here, so.
University Boulevard East, Cross Street, Merrimack Drive, unknown emergency. Ambulance 834, paramedic engine 702, respond on 7 Alpha 1, box area 213.
Oh yeah, you guys can see it right there up in the
965 Grand Champion Drive, Cross Street, Garden View Way.
No, it's in the 130. I haven't heard anything yet, so it's really weird.
Charlie, proceed on 7 Alpha 1, box area 329.
And I got 7 Alpha 1 in that radio too, and I don't hear anything. So I don't know if they're just not patching it over or what. It's really weird. They usually they patch it over, because I've heard it the other day when I was I think the day after I got the radio, I punched in that 150 955, and I didn't hear any, and I heard a lot. But I guess there was a fire going on too, so somewhere is a kind of like a major fire. 132. Yeah, I think once it reaches 135 like megahertz and it goes into FM, it'll go back around again. And then I also got a Hack RF Porta Pack. It was a really great deal too, but I thought I killed it. But I watched some videos on how to restore it, and I get ahead of myself sometimes. And but I was able to get it restored, and it's actually working better than what it did before. So I'm happy with that too. And you could put like nightly firmwares on there, meaning that they're pretty much kind of tossed together, you know, experimental firmwares. and that one seems to work pretty good. I'm gonna try to look for another one pretty soon and see if there's anything better out there. Yep, and then it goes right back to 23. Goes right to 23 megahertz. Really weird. Just turn scan off. I want to see if I can do 18 megahertz. I thought it could. No, it just does 20. Let's try 22 megahertz in the AM band. Nope. Actually, you know what? I want to try 22,999. Nope. That's it. It just goes 23 megahertz, and that's the lowest it goes. That is strange. But yeah, this sheets here stays pretty busy though. Sometimes they kind of get slow for like a couple hours, and that's it, and then they get busy after that. You know, really crazy. Let's see if we can hear sheets on the radio here. If that is their frequency, you know. Is it really 731? Yeah, okay, cool. At least the clock works up on this thing too. Actually, let's try we'll just try scan. What do you think? I wonder why I wanted to go to 430 though. I was trying to put it at 460 and then scan from there. Oh, I see what it does. Okay, you gotta set the scan range. So I can probably customize the scan range. So let's just say 460. Oh, you know what? Yeah, 460, 470. Ah, crap. I'm still getting used to this damn thing. There we go. We hit OK with that. And now we can go back and scan that range of frequencies. There we go. Finally got it. See if anything comes up. Because they use those little Kenwood radios, the Sheets workers. They use little Kenwood radios. Apparently they're in the 400 megahertz range. You know, the 460 some megahertz range. So, I don't know. But yeah, you guys can see it's not crazy. It's not crazy busy there. Yeah, I'm still getting used to that Baofeng DMR radio. It's got DMR, it's got the analog, but I really need a better radio, like a better scanner radio type thing. You know, I mean, like a tri-band. I would rather get, actually there's a Harris that you can get that's tri-band, and it doesn't affiliate with any systems. You can non-affiliate scan, and you'll be more better off that way, you know. Yeah, see everybody, there's a Harris tri-band. The Harris tri-band, and that does VHF and UHF and 700, 800 megahertz. So I would program it for a lot of things like this. I would have a lot of, but it only comes with the battery. Doesn't come with the charger, unfortunately. There's a Motorola APX 600, 6700, 800, phase 1. Yeah, right. It does phase 2. This radio does phase 2. I don't know why they're trying to say it's phase 1. It does 1 and 2. With ADP, audio digital processing, I guess. 700 hours of best offer with $25 shipping. Damn. What is this one? Harris XP 100F. I just never, you know what, to be honest, I never really seen that many Harris radios. I never even seen any cop carry a Harris. It's always been Motorola. Never seen them carry a Harris. I wonder who even carries them. You know, like what departments or what jurisdictions even have them. It's just strange. Here's a 800 megahertz phase 2 Harris for 400 with the charger. Huh. $468. Huh. 00250. Huh. I need to see if I have any points in rewards with Sheets. If I need 2 Coke Sprite, get 2 free hot dogs. Huh. Sounds like DMR. A350 468 A350. Let me try that. Well, it was 468. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty strange. Actually, let's see if we can hear that pager stuff. You go back in the radio settings and then take the squash off. I want to see if it picks up those that POC pager stuff. You know, the little noises from it. Because the offers are pretty less on my account right now. That's pretty crazy. I thought there'd be a lot more offers. I'm not hearing the pagers though. $2.57 for gas down in Sterling, Virginia for the flex fuel. Not flex, but for the unleaded, like 88. That's pretty good. $2.55 Centerville Road and $2.48 down on Sully Manor Drive. That's pretty awesome. Be nice if that price. It'd be nice if the price sticks around for the weekend. You know, like Sunday or something. You know, when I plan on going down there. Yeah, I'm not hearing shit.
Colton Lane, Cross Street, Brandon Way Road, DOA DLS. Terminated engine 731, respond on 7 Alpha 1, box area 3124, 1942.
Yeah, that was getting annoying real quick. Hearing that static. That was getting annoying real fast. Trying to see here. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I could try to look up the store ID here. Store 579. Okay. Because I know they have to license the radios, so. It's 462 6500. Huh. I wonder if it's 464 5000. I guess we could try. We can try 151.
7,713 La Havre Drive, Cross Street, Winterset Drive. Injured person from a fall, BLS. Ambulance 733, respond on 7 Alpha 1, box area 336, 1946.
I guess we'll try the 151 megahertz. Let it scan through. See if anything comes up. Now we're in the 152 range. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I can hear sheets over here at Gairsburg. I heard something there. Well, I'm gonna get off this thing, everybody else. I'll see you guys later.